Hello and welcome to another Key Smash Studios video. Today we're going to be talking about the Rats mod in MC Eternal. Now we have done a precursor video to this, an introduction to the Rats mod, but we gotten a couple questions about that video and I wanted to answer those in another video. So this video is going to be about our two most common questions. As always, if you find these videos helpful, please consider giving us a like, comment, or subscribing to our channel. That really does help us out, and we'll hop right into this. So the two most common rats that we've gotten questions about are the fishing rats and the warrior rats, and I've set up an example of both so we can see how it works. We're looking at our first rat here. This is one we're going to set up as a fisherman. To do that, you're going to need the Rat Upgrade Fisherman. And if you come down here to our search bar, as always with MC Eternal, you can search things. If you do @rats, it'll search within the rats mod. So @rats fisherman. And we can just look here and see that it's not actually super difficult to get. You just need 3 fish of any type, 2 fishing rods, the basic rat upgrade, and probably the most expensive thing is the barrel of fish. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but so you'll need to do some fishing to get to this point. But the raw materials are not that great when you consider the fact that this will fish from now until the end of your playthrough. So the raw materials to get this fisherman upgrade on the rats is pretty cheap. So we're going to use one of these fisherman rats upgrade. You're going to drop it into this middle slot here. This is going to designate this rat as a fisherman. If you look in the little window right here in the center, you can see that he is now carrying this little fishing rod. And what you need to do to make that rat start fishing, right now he's on follow me because he is just tamed. You just go to harvest. You might think you need to hunt animals or gather items. Not quite, just hit harvest. He will go off to the nearest body of water and he will start fishing. The only caveat that it goes to that is that once he gets the item, he won't really know what to do with it. So you need to use your cheese staff and say, go ahead and deposit an item in there from the south. I might have to split these guys up a little bit so I can get the actual correct rat. Once he gets an item, he'll drop it right in this chest. And you can see that I've had a few of them fishing for a while and they've gotten a bunch of different materials. Now the other rat upgrade that we frequently get asked about is the warrior upgrade, or any of the warrior upgrades really. If you search rats here, you can see that there is actually a chain of upgrades. So rat upgrade strength gives it 5 basic attack, warrior is the next one up, and then battle god is the final one. Battle god is really expensive, but warrior is something that you can reasonably get to. You need a few diamonds, you need a block of diamond, you need armor, strength, and health. These are all things that you can actually build. They're really not too expensive in the grand scheme of things. Warrior is a pretty reasonable in-game goal for a rat, and it gives it 40 health, 12 armor, and 10 attack, and that can take on most of the generic enemies in the game. It won't take on some of the elite enemies in the game. For that, you'll need Battle God. But as I said, Battle God is really expensive. It needs tear gas and nether stars on top of 4 of the warriors. And while you're in sort of the middle game, you'd much rather have just 4 regular warrior rats running around. But if you can end up making the Battle God, by all means do so. It is absolutely silly and it can take on bosses by itself, should you choose to do so. The basic premise of the warrior rat is that they can attack things for you. So you can have them defend a point, or you can have them harvest animals. So you can say wander, stay here. If you hit wander, they'll just move around. But if you hit stay here, you can sort of create a perimeter around your base with a bunch of the different rats. And they'll sort of get rid of zombies for you if that's what you choose. But the two most important things that the warrior can do is hunt animals and hunt enemies and hunt monsters. And I don't have any monsters spawning in this world as it's a creative world, but if we switch over to hunt animals, we can see the basic way that it works. it goes up and it attacks an animal. It needs to be a full-grown animal, so if we spawn a few full-grown cows, here it will gather the cows, pick up the item, and bring it back to the chest. A really interesting little tidbit is that rats can run underneath fences. So if you have fences around your base, that's a great deterrence to animals, obviously, and monsters, but rats can run underneath it and run out. So any type of wood block or block that has like a gap underneath, the rats can run through. So that's really, really interesting, and you can use that to your advantage with the baits. As you can see, they hit the animal, they harvest it, they bring it back, they put it in the chest. Then you just take this chest, dump it right into your storage system, however you handle your storage. If you need help with storage, we have a whole series on applied energistics. As always, I hope this has been helpful. Those are our two most common questions on how to use the rats mod. Those are probably two of the more useful ones that don't have uses in quite as many other mods. This is two of the more useful ones. If you have any questions or anything like that, please let us know down in the comments. These are two of the more useful mods, these are two of the more useful rat upgrades that you can use. There's not always a ton of things that you can use in other mods, and rats can sometimes be a good go-between, completely investing in a different mod or just investing in one. So these ones are pretty useful, and if you have any questions about it, please let me know down in the comments below. We're always more than happy to help. As always, if you found this to be helpful, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. You can look through the description. There's a bunch of links on how to help us. You can join our Discord, hang out with us, come say hi to us. We're always more than happy to hear from you in there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and hopefully we'll see you next week.